Hello, greetings, lovely people. You're welcome to Senior Judicial blog. Today, I'm bringing you news. Yes, as it's happening in Nigeria. Presidency rejects EU election report. That's APC Tinubu's government. They are rejecting the reports released by EU election observers. Just hear what the EU election observers said about the concluded the election in Nigeria. Thank you. And you watch also what transpired this morning on Arise TV concerning this same issue.
Did not ensure the secrecy of the vote. In 16 states, the mission noted incidents of violent attacks on polling units and indeed on INEC staff and harassment of voters. The counting procedures were negatively impacted by overall poor understanding, particularly in completing forms, and chaotic and overcrowded conditions in collation centres observed.
Some of the recommendations by the European Observation Mission includes the protection of voters in future elections, establishing a robust operational framework for elections.
Instead of APC, taking advice from EU, they are busy attacking. Before I continue to show you guys the video of what happened on Arise, morning show this morning. This man on the screen, Oladotun Hassan, is an APC man that Arise invited for an interview this morning. This man just made himself look intellectually wretched while trying to defend the criminality that took place during the 2023 election. We even went as far as saying that what MC OLUOMO'S threat is nothing, that what he said is not bad and all that. When Rufai questioned him about the irregularities, Rufai mentioned some of the irregularities that took place during the election, asking him, is it okay? Because this Oladotun said that the 2023 election was credible and the best election, just like his fellow party members have been saying. This man went as far as alleging that Labour Party beat up some APC members that were campaigning at Ajao Estate or wherever. And Rufai told him to bring the video, that he challenged him to bring out the video where Labour Party were beating APC members that were campaigning during the campaign period. And this man couldn't even bring out any evidence. He just made the allegation just to justify what the lies he's telling against the Labour Party. Oh my God. Anyway, let's continue to watch the reactions on Arise Morning Show this morning. It was really funny. The argument here is that this same man, this APC man, is accusing Arise TV of attacking their APC candidates and also being in support of Labour Party, just because Arise TV is saying the truth, as in Rufai Oseni is always speaking the truth. Now, whoever that speaks the truth is biased, is working with Labour Party. He also accused this other guest of, working in alliance with EU election observers. I don't even understand. When people say the truth against APC, it means those people are now biased. So people should not be saying the truth again, APC. Oh, come on.
Arise TV are not defending. So
and I'm defending
it
to you now.
Give us evidence that Arise News was part of this. Give us the
some
evidence.
Instances you on your own solidarization on media, you attacked the APC. You attacked.
It's not true. Because Arise is speaking the truth. That's why you're saying Arise is Labour Party. Just imagine this kind of person.
Bring it out.
Goes beyond.
Can you also point out when I have attacked presidential candidates? Bring it out. Yes. Because you do not have facts.
I do have facts.
You don't have facts. It's all lies. I've just asked you a question. You can't answer it.
No, I'm not saying clearly. Within Lagos, at the eve of the
when you defend APC, you sound intellectually wretched. This man is sounding so intellectually wretched now.
The Labour Party took that campaign then was more of ethnic bigotry. A reaction to that. You don't beat a baby and you don't expect the baby not to cry. These people committed some of all this except when he was referring to one Iyachukudi or whatever, and that is not even. So we cannot take that as a blanket. Something to sustain our democracy.
Please,
voted free and fair.
Can we focus on the subject?
Mr. Toto, please.
The subject is the EU report.
Yeah, that's what we're going to.
Over to you.
The technical glitch. Nigerians have been asking questions, and INEC does owe Nigerians answers as to what happened to the IREV. Yes, INEC has commenced its review process. It's taking too long to get more information following the statement that was issued 48 hours. Nigerians want to know what's the nature of this glitch. Was it accidental or it was intentional? And I think investigation into this particular incident would unravel the truth. Two key points that are worthy of note is the fact that this report issued by the EU highlights some positive as well as drawbacks in our electoral process. The report acknowledges, reforms introduced by INEC, like electoral technology, some of the reforms. There were new instruments and guidelines that INEC also issued. However, it also identifies three key issues that plague, our legal framework. That first, there are ambiguities in our current electoral legal framework that needs to be addressed. Secondly, there are gaps, there are inadequacies in the current electoral legal framework. And then three, there are complexities. And all of these have provided us with a roadmap. So what I expect, the federal government to do is to acknowledge this report and say, yes, you have provided recommendations. We will, as a country, look at these recommendations to reform our process so that the votes will count at elections. And the third sort of critical issue, related to this is the fact that we've got a choice to make as a country, whether we want to live in denial or we want to accept that there are fundamental problems.
Exactly.
And public confidence in our electoral process, has nosedived following the last election. And I think that the state needs to recognize that, because if it doesn't, the issue about political legitimacy and the questions that it relates to legitimacy will continuously be asked. And so, as a Nigerian and a patriotic one, I don't think that we should deny some of these issues. We saw them, we felt them, we experienced them. And when we trivialize these challenges, it's actually insult to the sensibilities of Nigerians. And these are Nigerians who determined so well, to ensure their votes count in the election. And so the best that the state can do is to say we acknowledge these issues, we will take steps so that in subsequent elections, the votes will count.
Thank you so much. Well, your point is very well made. I mean, there are lessons to be learned from the past.